Genesis, the first book of Moses, instructs us that God created heaven and the earth, and it was without form, devoid of organization, perfect chaos. He then provided the first sign of intelligence, the primary organizing principle of the universe. Let there be light. He separated light from dark, creating day and night. He fashioned light into all things, separating water from land, populating the land with seed, the water with fish, the air with fowl, and all creeping things, including the beasts of the field, each after its kind. He prepared the stage for the creation of man in his own image, and woman as his helpmate. Adam and Eve existed innocently outside the realm of space and time. They were not ashamed of their nakedness. Without self-awareness, they lived in the moment in the Garden of Eden. Eve, and subsequently Adam, tempted by Screwtape, the evil one, ate forbidden fruit of the tree of knowledge, and with their newfound self-awareness were ashamed of their nakedness. God, of course, recognized what had happened and asked, "What shall we do with them now, lest they eat of the tree of life?" Banishment east of Eden was the answer. So God loved his creation that he provided them with the tools to navigate that which was to come. Into the world of cause and effect, he sent them. With the Bible as guidebook and a mind in his own image, equipped with the ability to see through time and space. God gave man dominion over all creatures by virtue of his dual-channel nature, his physicality to deal with the constraints that Newton would later quantify, and his mind to bring him full circle, back home to Eden, in which the tree of life was guarded by cherubim and flaming swords that turned every way. Through the centuries, man slowly progressed in the course of science and self-discovery, as God undoubtedly intended. We now realize that, as quantum physicist Richard Feynman noted, all matter is frozen light. Moses was correct. Light was first, followed by plants, then fish, fowl, and land creatures, all before man. Geologic science and the Bible arriving at the same truths. Quantum physics shows us that Newtonian constraints of space and time are illusionary. The fundamental essence of all things, including ourselves, is unbounded by space and time, as in Eden and as God is described throughout the Bible. It is a great comfort to mankind that our scientific realizations show that Moses wrote in fact, not metaphor. Jesus came to teach us, to show us through his example, miraculous works, and ultimate sacrifice. We were just not advanced enough to understand his truth, yet his radiant light and love brought untold millions to the Creator. Still, old Screwtape works tirelessly to blunt God's effort to help us find our way back to Eden. Even now, as our mathematics and our physics confirm the truth of God's Word, Screwtape twists our life-confirming scientific revelations into a distorted, bureaucracy-aided false, zero-sum dichotomy. Science confirms rather than contradicts the Bible. Screwtape has deceived our public officials into passing misguided rules that deny the truth our children so critically need to understand their place and path in this and in the world to come. We must teach our children well, both Bible and science. Both illuminate the path that God laid out for us so many years ago at the east gate of Eden. It was up to us to find our way back home, and both Bible and science converge to illuminate that very path. And so we must be diligent in our instruction. and recognize the trickery of the enemy and maintain a diligent effort in teaching our kids both Bible and science.